that's enough of that. Good morning. It's a mildly constructy Thursday morning. I woke up this morning and I thought it's today. Like today's the day is how it felt a little bit. And thankfully it's not, because I have a few more things I need to print and get ready for my visa renewal rendezvous meeting, which is tomorrow or today by the time you're seeing this. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. I was a little bit nervous, but mostly feeling like, all right, let's do this. Let's get this over with. And always the only thing is feeling like, am I underprepared? Could I do more? Should I do more? So I'm going to do more today to be better prepared. And then, you know, hopefully I've got everything together that I need to have together. Coffee. It's a little bit over extracted. I accidentally ground this for AeroPress without thinking about it, but I wanted the Chemex visual. We'll talk about the difference between AeroPress and Chemex one of these days. I've gotten a few requests for that if you want to talk about coffee. And I built the coffee station, which you've now seen some clips of, and it's great and I love it. So we'll do that all in one go here soon. But my focus clearly has been mostly on the visa stuff this week and last week and some other stuff going on that we'll talk about really soon. The thing about the construction is that thankfully it doesn't really bother me as much anymore. It's just when you're trying to record sound, specifically, you're trying to get sound, and then he starts like scraping something off the wall, and you're like, oh. Anyways, today I'm gonna do those, visa-y things. I'm also gonna go downtown. It's supposed to rain. I'm hoping that ends up being wrong. And see Lerka, who has not been on the vlog, and I have not seen in months because she ended up in Denmark for the last confinement, last lockdown, and stayed there until now. So it'll be good to see her this afternoon. Otherwise, you know, I have no idea what the day is. I have no idea what the day holds. But now I have a question for you. This is just a straight up, like, let's take a break from vlogging to talk about the vlog. Very meta moment. But for those of you that watch regularly, is longer better or worse? I don't want to make it quite that. How's that look? I have shifted in my vlogging. When I started vlogging weekly, that's when I started making much longer vlogs, and it opened something in my brain that makes it very possible to do longer vlogs, and I enjoy doing it, but I recognize that they can be very long and too long, sometimes intimidating, I think, for people to click on. So they kind of perform a little bit worse, but then there's a group that loves them. What lengths are good lengths? And short is fine. If you prefer shorter videos, please put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'm definitely interested. I think I've been shooting generally for 15 to 16 minutes. Has been the goal in the past, with the occasional video over 20 minutes. And then I just noticed that the last few, I really liked the habits video that I made, for example, and it did not perform super well. Hopefully over the long term it does. But it made me wonder, like, if I put a lot of effort into something, is it less likely to be viewed if it's too long? So that is a question that I have. I don't know how best to formulate that question, and obviously I'm just gonna make the video to fit whatever length it needs to be as best I can, but it also is a mentality that you go into the day with, like, I'm editing as I'm shooting, so if I can be thinking in terms of like, okay, like, let's focus on these few bits today, keep it a little bit shorter, that's also very possible. I'm very open to experimenting with all of this. Just an open guy, what can I say? Anyways, it's time for a phone call and a little bit of prep work. And I really wish I would have grounded this properly, because it tastes fine, but it's a little bit over extracted, like a little bit bitter. It's my fault.
Better to carry on with where you're going and investigate that at a later point.
Yeah.
That's the synopsis of where I'm at with this. Like,
focus.
Stay here, launch.
Working on a Why? It's raining outside. Why are you using a leaf blower? What is wrong? What is the obsession with leaf blowers? Why? I can smell the exhaust even though my window is closed. What is happening? Anyways, great call with Brian. I gotta get out of here. I gotta print this stuff. I gotta finish this. Let's get out of here.
Raining in the rain is not that bad. I don't mind it that much. But the real question is, how do you balance? I feel like, in Stranger Than Fiction, where Will Ferrell confesses he doesn't know how to dress for inclement weather. That's how I feel on days like this, where it's like, well, I could wear my rain jacket, but then I'll be way too hot. So I could wear a lighter jacket with the rain jacket, but I'm not sure if that'll be enough. Or I can trust that it's just gonna rain lightly enough that I go without the rain jacket, and then I'm just not that soaked, but I definitely, the heavier coat, and then the light jacket, if I'm gonna do it without a rain jacket. I feel like there's just a simple mathematical equation that I'm missing out on that nobody told me about when I grew up. Where is that? Hey. Here. Oh, did you? Good to see you. Oh, you look great. Well, not as wet as me. I hit a puddle with I went right straight on myself. Yeah. Well, that was a lovely break from reality. Nice to go sit and have some cakes, some coffee, a chat. And now back to, administration life. Well, that's new. Gonna have to stop for just a second and get me one of those. They're putting these barriers up everywhere right now, so they're putting up bike racks and barriers, which you can lock your bike to. So many more places to lock your bike than there used to be. Phenomenal. Even if I'm a little bit wet, I'm very happy. Yeah, I'm actually a little bit stressed out today. Putting this together. It'll come back. I'll survive. Just something about seeing it all put together. It's like, this is amazing. This weather is incredible. Raining all day, and then the sun comes out at the last second on my ride home. It's phenomenal. I'm super happy about this. I think I mentioned this inside, but putting the dossier together kind of made me feel like, oh man, this is real, this is happening. Talking about it makes it even more real. But I feel good. I'm gonna go for a long run tomorrow. The weekly long run, hopefully be good. Get out early, burn it out, go home, shower, and then go straight in for my meeting, and hopefully it goes well. Definitely had some good letters come in at the last minute. I could have done more. I definitely could have reached out to more people to put more letters in, but I was just kind of thinking that I thought I'd stay in on my merits, but I guess we'll find out. But yeah, the other thing that I was thinking about was like, I cannot wait to actually be outside. Like, it feels like spring. This week got really warm after last week was freezing cold. And it feels a lot like spring already. And it just makes me super excited for sitting out on terraces, eating with friends, having a good time. We'll get there. It sometimes doesn't feel like it, but we're getting there. And speaking of getting there, I should go home. But before I do, thanks to Saul GB, today's Patron producer. I appreciate you being here, Saul. And to all my patrons, and to you for watching, for enjoying this. I'd love to hear what you think about like video length and kind of how you watch and why you watch. I'm always curious to know more. And I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning for a really long run, and hopefully not a long meeting, but a good meeting. That's my hope. We'll find out, and I'll see you tomorrow for that. I just feel so lucky to be here. I hope I get to stay. I obviously really hope I get to stay.